No way, please help me move. Oh, yes, sir! Kane, please open the door. My life is in danger. No! No!
A Ghost Story, Part 5. Godwin stood outside the office door, knocking desperately. Kane, please open the door, he shouted, banging harder. Inside the room, Kane's frightened voice answered. I can't open it now. What if whatever is out there comes for me too? Kane, please. Don't leave me out here. But Kane refused. Fear had already taken control of him. Godwin kept knocking and pleading, but the door remained locked. Then suddenly, the thick black and red smoke in the corridor moved violently. The shadow inside it suddenly lunged toward him. Before Godwin could react, the dark shape wrapped around him like a living net. The shadows inside the smoke began dragging him across the floor toward the dark corner of the hospital ward. Godwin screamed. Help! Somebody help me! But the hospital corridors remained silent. No nurse came. No doctor came. The smoke swallowed him completely. The world around him went dark. Then suddenly, everything went black. When Godwin opened his eyes again, he was no longer in the corridor. He was standing inside one of the private hospital rooms. The room was quiet. The machines were silent. And on the hospital bed sat an old man with tubes and injections attached to his hands. Godwin looked around in confusion. How did I get here? I was just at the office door. He turned toward the man on the bed. And who are you? The old man slowly raised his head. Then he laughed. A deep, terrifying laugh that echoed through the room. I am your new shadow, the old man said coldly. Godwin stepped back. What do you mean? The old man's eyes glowed strangely. I have waited for a body, a strong body like yours. Now I shall have it. You will fade, and I will live again through you. Godwin shook his head. No. I refuse that. The old man smiled wickedly. You have no choice. Godwin quickly raised his voice as if speaking against the spirit. I reject you. Whatever power sent you, return back to where you came from. This body belongs to me. The old man's face darkened. You think words will save you? Godwin continued boldly. Return to the land of the dead. Your time among the living is over. I rebuke every dark spirit that seeks my life. The old man laughed again. You speak like a child. Your spirit is strong, but not strong enough. Godwin suddenly ran toward the door and tried to open it. But the door slammed shut violently. You cannot escape, the old man said calmly. No one can hear you here. This place now belongs to me. Godwin's voice trembled. I am not yours. Please let me go. I am the only hope of my mother. My poor widow mother is waiting for me back in the village. She believes I will succeed and take her out of suffering. Please, let me go. For a brief moment the room went silent. Then the old man slowly lifted his finger. Before Godwin could say another word, the old man touched him with that finger. Immediately a loud thunder-like sound exploded through the room. Lightning flashed. Godwin felt a powerful force hit his chest. He fell to the ground instantly. And everything went dark again. Godwin never knew what happened after that. The next thing he remembered. He opened his eyes and found himself lying on a hospital bed. Doctors surrounded him. Student doctors. Nurses. Even Kane was standing nearby. Godwin suddenly sat up in shock. Where am I? What is going on? How did I get here? Somebody talk to me. One of the senior doctors stepped forward and placed a hand on his shoulder. We heard you screaming all night, the doctor said calmly. We wanted to help you, but no one dared to come out. Because of what has been happening here every night even before your arrival. Godwin looked confused. What do you mean? The doctor continued. The private ward where we found you. No one has entered that room for years. Godwin froze. What? The doctor nodded. That room was locked after an incident many years ago. One of the richest men in the city was admitted there shortly before his death. After he died, strange things began happening. The other doctors murmured quietly. Ever since then, the doctor continued, that part of the hospital has remained closed. Staff say the man was involved in dark practices. Some believe he was a wizard. And his spirit never left the hospital. Each time strange sounds shake the hospital at night. The next day someone dies mysteriously. A student doctor, a nurse, sometimes even a patient. That is why this hospital has always struggled with staff. And why they started the scholarship program to keep bringing new doctors and nurses. Godwin stared at them in disbelief. But I saw him. I saw an old man sitting on the bed. He had tubes and injections in his hands. He spoke to me like a real human being. How can that be a ghost? The doctors looked at each other nervously. One of them spoke quietly. If you truly saw someone inside that room, then what you saw was definitely not human. The room fell silent. Later that day everyone slowly left the ward. But Godwin could not forget what had happened. The words. The old man. The thunder. Everything kept repeating in his mind. That afternoon he sat outside the student lodge where he and Kane stayed. His face looked troubled. Then Kane approached him slowly. Godwin. I came to check on you. Godwin didn't look at him. Leave me alone. I'm not in the mood to talk. Please go away. Kane sighed softly. I'm really sorry about yesterday. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't mean to lock you outside. Believe me. Godwin still refused to look at him. Kane, please go. I just want to be left alone. But Kane continued trying to explain. Suddenly, Godwin stood up. Without warning he grabbed Kane by the neck and began strangling him. Kane struggled violently. Godwin. Please. I can't breathe. Other students quickly rushed toward them. Godwin, stop. Let him go. You are killing him. But Godwin's grip became even tighter. No one could remove his hands from Kane's neck. It was as if something else was controlling him. Kane's strength was fading. His body was almost collapsing. Then suddenly, a thick black and red smoke burst out of Godwin's body. The dark shadow escaped into the air. At that exact moment Godwin's hands released Kane. Godwin collapsed to the ground. Unconscious. The same terrifying smoke slowly disappeared into the air again, leaving everyone frozen in fear. To be continued.